Hello and welcome to this short video brought to you by Way Tutors. I am your host, Clinton Maximus. Today we are going to be looking at Python programming, what it means, why it is important, and some key terminologies that we need to know when using Python programming. We know Python is a high-level computer programming language. What does it mean then to be a high-level computer programming language? So let's break down the term high-level computer programming language. A computer program is a sequence of instructions that dictate the flow of electrical impulses within a computer system. An example of a computer program would be a computer software. So then, what is a high-level programming language? A high-level programming language is a computer program that enables a programmer to write programs independent of a particular type of computer. So then, what does a low-level computer programming language mean? A low-level computer programming language is one that closely matches the machine language of a computer. We should also remember that higher level language code is called a source code. The interpreted machine language code is called the target code. And we have a list of examples of high level programming languages. They include Fortran, COBOL, C++, Java, and Python, and many more are included there. So let's look at the difference between a low level and a high-level computer programming language. Low-level languages are machine-oriented, while high-level are user-oriented. Low-level is machine-friendly, and high-level is programmer-friendly. In other words, you can program in your own language, provided your computer is equipped with a package to understand your native language. Now, the low-level languages, which closely resembles the machine language, it is tough to understand. It's basically speaking like a computer in ones and zeros in binary form. But when we come to high level, it's much easier to understand. Now, for low level, it is non-portable, meaning you can't carry it from one computer to another computer. Those two computers are not going to speak exactly the same machine language code, and that is why we needed to have a portable language, so that when we write our code on one computer, we can take it to any computer. As long as we have the interpreter installed in it, it would go ahead and run our code on Python. There are a couple of key terms that we are going to look at. Number one is the editor. An editor allows the computer programmer to enter the program source code and save it to files. This is very important. And in our next video, we will go ahead and download a Python editor that we will be using throughout the course. The syntax, just like we have our native tongue, like the English language or the French language or the Greek or any kind of language, we all have syntaxes, prepositions, and commas and things that we use. Likewise, in high-level programming languages, we have syntax that we make use of. A compiler translates the source code to target code, and the interpreter translates each line of code into a target code. Now, the major difference is the interpreter, like the compiler, translates the high-level source code into a machine language, but it has to do this every time the program is run. That is the major difference between a compiler and the interpreter. Now, all this is included in what we like to call an integrated development environment. It has your editor, debuggers, and other programming aids in one comprehensive program. One of the major ones that we'll be using for this course is the Python IDLE, also known as Python idle. This would enable us to write programming languages in Python and run very simplistic code. Thank you.